going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to talk Exorcist Believer. Yeah, do you believe that it's going to be on fire, or do you believe it's going to be a piece of hot garbage? Let's talk about it. What are we waiting for? Let's go.
God played a trick on you.
So what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the JevMan316 Pop Culture Reporter channel. I'm your host, as always, JevMan316. And in this video, we're talking The Exorcist Believer. Ironically enough, I was thinking about doing a video anyway. I didn't know they were going to drop the official trailer for everybody to see. Someone online had done me a solid and got me a copy of the trailer to watch. And so I was contemplating doing a reaction to it. Now, so I don't like doing trailer reactions on this channel much, because generally I'm a small channel, and what happens is they hit me with copyright claims and I have to fight them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the trailer. I'm not actually going to show it on the screen, and we're going to talk about it as we go along, and I'm going to give you my thoughts. And then I'd already formed a couple of opinions on where I thought the sequel was going to go, or whether I like it or not, and I'll add that to the end. So let's just go ahead and dive into the trailer, and we'll talk about it. So it starts a couple young girls being dropped off at school by one of the girls' fathers. Looks like they're being seen on some surveillance cameras, and it was like the last time they were seen, they disappeared. So they're looking for them in the forest, and then you get the Universal logo. Blumhouse is obviously producing it, and then showing up at the hospital, and they've actually found the daughters. The girls think that they were only gone a few hours, and he was like, no, you've been gone for 3 days. So then it's some spooky moments of the girls looking through the window, kind of like they got a connection. You hear the classic Exorcist, a few little notes of the original theme. Then some spooky stuff going on with the girls, like they're hearing something in their mind, staring in the mirrors, like something is talking to them from what's inside. Then you see where it looks like they might have been possessed. Somebody says they might have brought something back with them. And then they show a classic looking scene to me, where I think it'll be one of the set pieces, where one of the little girls is walking down the aisle at the church, saying repeating, saying over and over again, the body and the blood, the body and the blood. So that's kind of cool. I don't dig the makeup they were using with her. I thought it could have been a little more spooky. Then you start seeing the girls changing cuts on their skin. They're talking about somebody had went through this before, and they show the book that was Reagan's mother from the original film. And then they show a little quick clip that shows a photo hanging up of Reagan, which is Linda Blair. And then you get the classic Exorcist theme, and then they show Ellen Bernstein. She's revealed as Reagan's mother, coming back to reprise her role from the original film. This film is a direct sequel to the original. Ripping pages out of the Bible, eating them, talking about the rituals of exorcisms and that kind of stuff. And then they show, so it looks like somebody trying to perform some exorcisms. And then Ellen Bernstein makes a statement saying that we've met before. And then you see one of the girls, looks like she's probably possessed, and by the statement that Ellen Bernstein made, by the same demon that possessed Reagan in the original movie. And then she says mother, and it sounds like it's in the same tone, almost the same voice of Linda Blair.
Don't be scared.
We've met before.
Mother.
And so the girls convulsing on the bed, trying to tell them to stop it, that it's hurting them. Then they show a scene, 2 dogs fighting, cars crashing. They show a hospital where the 2 girls are back to back in chairs, and they claim that their bodies they're connected through their heartbeat, that they're in sync. And then the girl says, God played a trick on you. And then you start seeing some images of this trailer pauses, goes into almost like a negative, like it's black, white on black for several scenes. Cameras almost stop. Then you get the Exorcist Believer title card. It comes up, and you go back into the Exorcist theme says it's in theaters on October 13th. So not overly excited after seeing the trailer. You know, after you see a trailer for a movie that's been this long since you've been waiting to see it, you would think you'd get that, you know, that knockout shot. So there hasn't been a lot of press about this movie. I haven't heard a whole lot of buzz online about it.
What's up with that? What's up with that?
Yeah, so like, what's up with that? I mean, I think part of the reason is people are going to be hesitant to get excited about it because a lot of people in the mainstream weren't enthusiastic with how David Gordon Green's Halloween trilogy rounded out. Now, I, for one, loved the 2018, loved Halloween Kills, and Halloween Ends has grown on me. I've grown to really like it. So I kind of trust him a little bit. The main problem I've got with this is they've already gone into it thinking that it's going to be a trilogy, and that they've already, I just read saying the 2000, I think, was it 25? Is when they're going to do Exorcist Deceiver. So they've already come up with the, you know, the next sequel after this one, even though you don't know whether this one's going to do well or not. What happens if this bombs? So I think they would have been maybe done better for them if they had went into this without announcing that it might be a trilogy. That if they could just go ahead and say that it was only going to be one film and then build off of that one. So like I said, there's some hesitation there because of David Gordon Green's track record. Another issue that I had with it is I had already heard like a month or two ago that they did a test screening and it got really poor results. They said, number one, it was really long. So a lot of people said it was too long. They said it wasn't scary at all, that it was a lot of rent cycle repeat of the feelings that they had from the original movie. And then they said that it was only one main jump scare in there. So what does that sound like? Remember Exorcist 3? Yeah, remember everybody was talking about that movie really kind of bombed at the beginning, and it's grown into a cult classic over time. But nobody in the history of the world wants to think about Exorcist 2. So that's the one positive this movie has going for it. I think the world can agree that Exorcist 2 is hot garbage, and that if David Gordon Green is going back and kind of wiping out the events of everything that happened after the original Exorcist, and this one is following on the heels, kind of like he did with Halloween 2018, I think that's going to work. Now, because of the poor test screenings, I heard they went back and did some reshoots. Now, one of the rumors is that Linda BLAIR was seen on site of the movie for several days, not a long time, a couple days, and that she may reprise the role of Reagan in a cameo at least. I think that's only a last-ditch effort to save this movie. If the test screenings were that poor, it's kind of like the same deal with the test screenings of Halloween Ends were kind of poor from what I heard, and he did some reshoots with that. But so this movie's got a lot going against it. So what I will say is I love the original Exorcist. I'm going to give this one a shot, but I'm going to go into it cautiously optimistic. That trailer did not do anything to overly excite me. It was kind of a rent cycle repeat of exorcism movies, of devil possession movies. If you took out the classic Exorcist theme playing, would you even know that this was a sequel to the original and that had any connections? It's like if Ellen Burstyn wasn't in it. Let's say that she was not able to reprise her role. That kind of worries me there. But like I said, maybe they'll surprise us. I'm looking for a good R-rated, like, shock horror movie. Hopefully they went back and added some more shock moments or scary moments to it, and they're not just going to rely on nostalgia, because we've seen how that went with Indiana Jones and with The Flash. Nostalgia doesn't always work. So like I said, I think the Halloween trilogy is going to weigh on this movie, and so hopefully it can shed that and do its own thing. So hey, I thought of something cool when I was editing this video. Thought I'd throw it in here. The imagery that I showed you on the poster, you know, the black and white, almost like reverse negative type of thing, and what I was describing at the end of the Exorcist Believer trailer is in the style of the original once banned trailer for The Exorcist. I'll show you a couple clips here while I'm talking. So this is the style of it, since I didn't get to show you the Believer trailer. But also, like I said, you saw the movie posters that I had up on the screen. Look, it looks just like this. So that's kind of cool, eh? It's kind of like a callback to the original once banned trailer. I thought that was awesome. I'm going to show you a clip, another one from the original Exorcist Once Banned trailer.
Something beyond comprehension is happening to a little girl on this street, in this house.
Yeah, so the "In This House," that was used in the Skinamarink trailer. And did you piece those two together? Did you connect those dots? I didn't until I went back and watched that trailer. I didn't even think about that. So yeah, that's kind of cool. The "In This House" from Skinamarink is from their once banned trailer of the original Exorcist. So what did you think? Put some comments down below while you're down there. Hit the like button, like, comment, subscribe, share, do all the normal YouTube stuff. Hopefully you'll keep supporting me and I'll keep making great content. After you do all that, make sure you hit the notification bell. You'll know when I post new videos. I'm definitely going to do a review of this movie. I mean, it's coming out in October, so that's right around the corner. We got Halloween coming up, so we're going to do a lot of cool stuff on the channel related to horror around the Halloween time, like I always do, and come around on Sundays or sometimes Saturdays when we do watch-alongs and join in the fun. So I really appreciate the support. And until next time, boys and girls, this has been JevMan316, and I'm your pop culture reporter signing out saying, you guys be safe out there.